Hi, welcome to A Man for All Seniors. I'm your host, Pete Schroeder, and today we're going to be talking about two very important subjects, not only for seniors, but for caregivers as well. And they are walking and hydration. They're very important because often seniors think they're getting enough exercise, they think they're getting enough hydration, and they're really not. When I started taking care of my father 3 years ago, he told me he was drinking water all the time. And what I found out, in fact, was that he had a little glass of water, about 3 or 4 ounces in the glass, and he'd sip it in the morning, and then he'd take another glass and he'd sip it in the afternoon. So he was drinking like anywhere from 6 to 8 ounces of water a day, which is far short of what he should be drinking. A man that weighs about 180 pounds, which is what my dad weighs, should be drinking really at least 50 or 60 ounces of water a day. So here's what we did to increase my dad's water intake. My wife got a nice container from the drugstore, which was measured in ounces, and it held about 28 ounces. And it had a nice big opening that we could either put a straw in or he could drink out of. And he drank one of those containers full of water in the morning and one in the afternoon. So that was 2 times 28 is 56. So he was getting over 50 ounces of water then. This made a dramatic difference not only on his physical health, but on his mental capability as well, because water hydrates your brain as well as your body. So it's really important for seniors to get enough water. And actually, in talking to some nurses and some medical professionals, they told me that the average adult in the United States is far underhydrated. So none of us really drink enough water. And it's a good idea to make sure that you're drinking at least a third, if not a half, of your body weight in ounces per day of water. The other subject that I wanted to cover was walking. Any walking is better than no walking. And when I started caregiving for my dad, he would sit in his comfortable chair and watch TV pretty much morning, noon, and night. It would often be the old movie channel, and sometimes it would even be the weather channel. And he would watch the weather channel for hours, and I'm not sure what he got out of that, but that's what he would do. Instead of sitting watching television all morning and all afternoon, one of the first things we did with him was to get him up moving. If the weather was nice, we'd go outside and take a walk around the neighborhood. If the weather was inclement, what we'd do is we'd walk around the house. We'd just walk from room to room, pointing out different things, trying to engage his mind as well as his body as he'd be walking. We'd also stop and do some stretching. Stretching is a great way for a senior to loosen their joints, keep everything fluid, and keep everything in motion so that it doesn't get stiff. So these are very important things for really every adult. Make sure you're not underhydrated. Make sure you're getting enough water. And you can mix it with some fruit juice, some tea. You can flavor it in a lot of different creative ways. It's not just plain water that counts. And the other thing is to make sure you get enough walking in. It's an easy, low-impact exercise. It's not hard on the joints. And if you do it regularly, you can build up to where you can do it for quite a long time every day. And it'll make a big difference in your knees, in your hips, and in your attitude. Because exercise not only helps the physical elements of the body, it also helps your mental and your emotional state as well. So make sure you get enough exercise, and the best way to do that, or the easiest way to do that probably, especially for seniors, is by walking. So I hope you found this helpful. Thanks for watching. If you have any tips, by the way, or any issues or topics that you'd like discussed on these videos, please send them in.